Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado, and welcome to another one of my photography talks. Today I want to talk about a wedding. So I photographed a friend's wedding. It was actually in the backyard of that sculptor whose black and white sculpture photo I made and I showed a few weeks ago. It was actually in his backyard. I don't really shoot a lot of weddings. I'm not really marketing myself as a wedding photographer. I'm much more of a portrait and a commercial photographer for business. But this guy knew me and he said, you know, we're having a very unusual backyard kind of a wedding. It's very artistic, right on the river. And would you be interested? Could you shoot it? So I worked out a deal with them and I went and photographed it. And to me, that's the perfect kind of wedding to photograph, where somebody gives you license to say, just do what you want, create what you want. And I said, you know, I'm not going to, I said this at a bridal couple, I said, I'm not going to give you 1,000 photographs to pick from. I'll probably give you under 200. And I'm going to edit tightly because I want to give you a strong story. And my first round of selects, I think I probably had around 350 or 400. And I brought that down to 200 because I thought, you know what? Every moment of somebody talking to somebody doesn't need to be there. Just the best ones. How can I make that smaller? The smaller I make it, the better the story for them. And I also didn't deliver it right away. I have a big theory that the sooner it comes to you, the less it impacts you. And the longer it is, the more you can remove yourself from it, you can actually look at it with fresh eyes. And it was shot before my trip back east, but then it was processed not until I got back. So for me, it was one of those treats to be able to let the element of time separate it and the final product from the actual shoot date so that they could get some time away from it too. And it was a really interesting shoot because I said, I'm not going to shoot it with any shot list. I'm just going to use a journalistic approach where I just shoot what I see and I'll know where to be. I'll follow what needs to happen. And they said, yeah, we'll trust. And got some great expressions that day. I'll put some links to some of the photos below and you can take a look. And I really think that that's, you know, I don't have a problem with shooting weddings. I don't mind shooting weddings, but I don't want to just shoot any wedding. I want to shoot the top weddings and I want to shoot the interesting weddings and the kinds of weddings that I want to work on. You know, they're not cookie cutter. And I'm not doing the typical, you know, everything shot at 1.2 and flowers and backgrounds all out of focus. I'm shooting documentary style. I'm shooting all kinds of things. And I'm not necessarily, you know, running them all through that same pastel filter that every wedding photographer is. And that's my style, I guess. My style is not to be like everybody else. My style is to be a more natural, almost like a unstylized, not over stylized photographer that makes everything look like a commercial shoot, like it's an advertisement. Because I find a lot of wedding photography looks like, it all looks like television or magazine ads. None of it looks like genuine reportage. And I want to document a day. I want to be able to document one day. And I only photographed one frame with film. I had a Rolleiflex with me and it was bouncing around in that bag, but I didn't get to it much. And I shot 2 frames, I think, and only one of them were the eyes open. And I wish I had time to shoot more, but the moment didn't come that said do it. And I thought, that's okay. I'm just going to go with what I feel. And it was still a really good shoot. And I really enjoyed working with them and creating these images that will be in their family for, you know, years and generations to come. Historian to the future. That's what I am. All right, that's today's photography talk. Take a look at the links. I'll send you some pictures. And if you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. I'll bring you some more. And thanks so much for watching. Share the channel with your friends, and I'll see you tomorrow.